So what does the beginning of this song tell you?
So it's interesting because the first part of it is always it's when you enter in. I don't know how the arena mechanic works when you enter and exit into the sphere of like the monster's influence. It's always the first thing that catches me, and it caught me with the first time we fought him too, which is the
Right.
electricity that comes out the first time.
The one thing about this theme is the way it starts. So this is
Yeah,
something that is a this is something that has carried over to a lot of the major like the more powerful monsters, right? Where typically the music starts off very strong. It comes and it hits and it does something that just immediately catches your attention. Whereas some other monsters are a little softer in the beginning because they're not as big of a threat. Yeah, that's Ray Dau. He is a thunder wyvern. His head is a railgun. It shoots electricity. Think about think about thunder and electricity when you hear the music. I'll start up the song again.
where was I with this? All right, yeah, yeah. Again, you hear it? Yeah,
Hold on,
you hear it, right? The
hold on. You hear that little bit of the buzz, right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
then, what's the first thing that catches your attention? The horns. But what
yeah.
does the horns sound like? It sounds like a warning. Watch it. It's
Like a
something
warning.
loud. It's in your face.
Yeah,
It's like, oh shit, there's a storm coming, right? A storm siren.
a storm siren. Yes, yes, yes. A storm
Think about
siren.
that.
Yeah.
A really bad storm is gonna hit, and now they're hitting the sirens because they cover. Everybody get inside. Right here, strength, right? Gets a little soft.
That reminds me of like where he is in the
Hold on.
environment, like the
Listen. Yes, yes.
yeah.
It takes a little bit of the motif of the Windward Plains, right here, and it gets grander and bigger and more powerful, and you hear the just the strength.
Yeah. No, it is strength. It kind of reminds me.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of like when for some stupid reason I keep getting the same like idea in my head of like the 300 Spartan soldiers,
Okay.
right? And they're in the I forget the name of the thinking path when they're like fighting off whatever enemy.
Right. With all the freaking
Yeah.
thunder and rain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. That
I
same
know what you mean.
that same theme where it's like they're just rush. It's kind of like rushing into battle. It's kind of like what Rey Dau
Yeah.
is as a monster too.
It's
When you fight
chaos.
him,
It's
yeah.
chaos. It's a
Well,
storm.
I would argue is that like it
I
does it gives warning, and then it gives like, all right, cool, now we in the shits.
Right. But also, it gives that chaos of a storm. Because
Mhm.
remember, throughout the theme, you'll hear a cymbal going off. Those cymbals represent thunder and lightning because it gives that
Where
crashing
is it?
sound.
Oh, those are drums. Those are drums in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give weight. Oh, I
There's
heard it. I heard it. I heard it. Yeah, the in the background.
you'll
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah,
You'll
yeah. I
hear it.
hear it. I
You'll
hear it.
hear it.
Yeah.
It's like the storm. It's erratic. It's random. It can strike any time.
Now we're in the adventure. You know what I mean?
Now we're in the fight.
Yeah. Now we're in the fight.
Jumping around.
Yeah.
He's messing with us. He's throwing his little blast of electricity. He's dragging his wing
Yeah.
across the floor. And what I love is the flow. Just like a storm. It gets light, it gets heavy. It gets light, it gets heavy. It goes in, it goes out, it goes up, it goes down. It fucking reminds me of Rey Dau, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the music feels like him. It feels like an extension of the monster.
Right there. Oh my god. Now you're in the thick of the fight.
So somber. Right here.
This is when he does his charge. Right here. And then he just pops you. Boom. That's the beginning of the song. Wow. It's almost like he's powering down or like charging up.
Now put on the mountain.
Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
It sounds heroic.
Yeah, so this section of the song, I would have. So the thing is,
it sounds heroic, but it also sounds sad.
Yeah, but there's like tones of adventurism in it too. But the thing is, you see this bridge here where he like. I wanted them to put it for another bar before they got over to this. So I wanted it to go dun 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 dun. It's almost like we're rushing in and then we get stopped as we're fighting the monster. And I get like when you're doing it in the story of Rey Dau, it makes sense because at some point we rush.
There's one thing you just said something so perfect. What does Rey Dau do?
He stops us.
No, not he stops us. Think about when he fights. He drags his wing across the floor. He jumps at you. He fucking does the backflip, right? Hold on. But when he puts his horns forward, he stops. Aims at you.
And fires. Yeah.
So think about that in terms of the music. The music is actually, and this is what I'm saying.
I don't. You know what's crazy? I don't. I think that's so funny. Hold on.
Yeah, if you're not actually listening.
No. I think it's funny because now I think about it. I was thinking about this from the perspective of the hunter, and this is the hunter's music as he enters into Rey Dau. No, this is Rey Dau. This is what Rey Dau hears when he's fighting us.
Yes.
This is Rey Dau's movement. This is his choreography.
Exactly. He gets hyped, he comes out. He gets hyped, the music is very, very reminiscent of how he fights.
Yeah, it is very reminiscent of how he fights.
He could just stop, turn his head, horns forward, bang! I don't know.
Bang!
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is the crazy thing is when reading some of the guides for Rey Dau and his monster profile, he is blinded for a few seconds when he does that. That's why when he does it on the floor, he curls his wings underneath him.
He puts his things forward, turns his head, and then fires.
Yep.
So he lines up his shot.
He lines up the shot like a sniper.
Before the light blinds him, basically.
Yep.
From his electricity.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he gets blinded. He can't see when he shoots it for the few seconds because the light is being.
Which is why he stops every time he does it.
Yep. Well, he does one version of it in the air, but if you see when he does it for Arkveld, he actually falls. Yeah, you ever saw when he fought Arkveld with it, and he does it, but it's a moment of like he has no mobility in the air for it because it's like what it is, like a railgun. It has enough force to push you back. Look, like the next time you fight him, watch when he does it on the floor. His whole body gets pushed back.
All right, now I need you to go to the mount theme. The other one.
Yeah, no.
So this is when you mount. So all right. So the problem that I have with Monster Hunter and the few mount themes that we have so far, which would be Zinogre and now this monster, and now also Arkveld, right? Problem that I have is that these songs are relegated only to when you personally are mounted to the monster. Now, The problem I have with that is that you don't get to properly hear the music when you are mounted. It doesn't hit. But just like when you hear the regular themes outside of gameplay, then you hear what it sounds like, and it provides a tone that just hits. Now play this shit. This is so good. What do you hear in the background?
The cymbals are random, and the drums are faster.
Yup. It's more energy.
Yeah.
It takes the motif of its theme, adds more energy, speeds up the tempo, and brings all the main motifs together in the song. And that cymbal in the background just crashing signifies his thunder. Notice how, like, if you're watching the lightning and thunder and everything in the background,
No, you're also like you're
You know what I
seeing
mean?
you're
Like,
seeing it here why it works, because look at the way that he's moving.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mind you, that's a lot more energy than the normal song.
Oh yeah. Chacho, man, he can move.
And that's singing.
Huh?
You notice that's singing.
What's singing?
There's a choir. Listen.
There is.
Yeah.
It's almost like he hears us on his back.
Wait. There's a thing with Monster Hunter. If you hear a choir, there's something special about that music and that monster in that moment. You know what I mean? A choir is only relegated to certain things in these games. And now Rise took it a step further, because a lot of the music and added music, like a lot of it, like added like singing, but here it's a little bit more deliberate, and I like that.
Yo, not the fucking wing flipping and it timing up perfectly with the sound of the fucking gong in the back, the cymbal.
I'm telling you, bro.
So epic.
He's notice how he's sort of bobbing to the music.
Mm-hmm. So and like the thing is like if
it retains
hold on,
the energy of it matches to the music. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, I know. If Rey Dau is epic incarnate, I need New Udra to be adventurous. I need the apex monster of the ice realm to be fearsome, and Arkveld to be, as it is, very somber and like.
That's what's next. Put that shit on.
Like sad and somber, because that's what it is. Like Arkveld's theme sounds like fucking like he's going through it.
Yeah, now go. Let's play this one, please.
It's like fear, like fear, like he's like ah.
Hold on.
Coño, man. It's like I feel like we're storming the fucking
The Sith.
yeah, the Sith. I feel like we're oh. Yep. Reminds me a lot of Nergigante.
It reminds me
Of Nergi.
about that. No,
Yeah.
a monster that is
In pain.
consumed.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. Little by little, you know what I mean?
As you see how somber and sad it is.
Yeah, it's sad. So sad.
Then it's angry. like it's in pain, like it's mad, like
Yeah, but
it's
the variation of the song hits at some point. I can't remember exactly where it does such a drastic change. Yeah, the strings. Right here, it's this. Oh, it's this.
let it play.
It's so
Shut
sad. It's
up.
so sad. It's almost like him telling us, like, unchain me, please. Bring me from this torment.
I love the use of strings
Yep.
because
Because that's how you convey like
sadness.
the sadness emotion. It's almost like two people like having a conversation, like I'm not gonna let you go, like, you know.
What does that sound like right there to you?
He's battling.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star
exactly.
Wars.
Yeah. That's what I thought about the.
The music is very Star Wars in a good
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Right there.
That reminds me of like the Sith. I was going to the Death Star. Yeah. Whoa.
You ready? Ready?
That's the mount. That's the mount?
Listen.
The drums are so crazy.
Oh. A bell. It's time. For what? I don't know.
It almost feels like he's clad in this like chained armor.
It's his skills.
Yeah.
But who knows what he will look like? The game changes. When he's unchained. Like, will he lose the whips?
Mm-hmm.
I hope not. I hope they're easy whips at the very least.
It's this point when it's like that's like slight changing during the battle.
I love.
It puts me on my ass. I noticed it when me and him were in the middle of the shit. Like
all the games do it.
I know, but his is so drastic. His is like heart pumping, like fearsome action, and then it just drops. And I heard it when me and him were in the thick of battle and we were going at it at each other. And I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck happened in the music?" And it just like hit me, and I was like, "Oh god, he's really screaming." Like, you know what I mean? He's really in pain.
So due to what we know of the monster, okay? We know that the kid in the story, Nata's people, apparently kept this monster for some reason chained up, right? You see it when you open up the benchmark tool. Actually, you know the screen where they show Arkveld when he's all chained up.
No, I didn't see that point.
They show there's it's on the I think it's on maybe like the Steelbook or something. So there's a picture of Arkveld chained up wherever he was. Those there's more than two whips on each arm when he's chained. So my theory is that those chains were made from the pieces of other monsters, so they're biological, and he absorbs energy. So it's possible he fused them to his arm after time and broke out some. So the theory that I have is
Oh, you're talking about this?
yes.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
I think is there more than two things on his on?
There's way more than two, my boy. There's way more than two. Look at the chains that are there. This is from the ice area too.
Mm-hmm. That's apparently where Natsu's people were. But notice how some of the chains look like normal link chains.
Normal chains. Yeah.
So that means that he does only wait, no. One, two,
there's
three.
four of his chains. Wait, hold on. No, there's not.
I don't know.
There's more than no. That's his tail. There's four of his chains.
That is still there is still four of his chains. So they locked him up with their own chains. That might actually be part of his biology then. Interesting.
Because look at the one chain that's in the right
They're
hand
wrapped.
corner.
But they're wrapped around his chains though.
They're wrapped around his chains, or the
One, look,
chains, or look the
one, two,
chains,
three, four.
or the chains actually end in link chains because this one here, far right, this one right here, ends in a link chain. Could be wrapped around it, sure, but maybe his body, like maybe these were maybe these were chains at one point because look how far they go out. You know what I mean? We can't tell. So his actual like biological chains may have just come from a level of evolution. His thing might be advanced evolution.
Who knows? He's going to be apparently he absorbs energy. So
Yeah.
what's going to happen if he absorbs energy from a bunch of monsters and
What happens if he absorbs energy from Gormagala?
And I right. What if he absorbs the frenzy virus and turns it into something different? Like that's my thought. Like what if like there's possibilities that this monster could be like OD crazy, and I don't know if he's gonna be like just flagship, but if he's flagship and final boss, I think that's a really cool thing to do. Because if he's flagship and final boss, that means that his unchained version, when he unleashes all of the power that he possibly can, he's gonna go crazy. The symbols in this one too.
So hard to hit those on top.
That move right there, yo, that's slide.
No, it's the faint chain whip hit for me. That's like really fucking nasty. One, the drums don't make it help any better, but you see it?
Yeah.
It's so nasty. Whoever invented that shit, you're a dick, dude. It just feels like a monster that's chained, yo. It's so interesting how they were able to create that sound. And then he like a dark emperor almost.
Like? You know what that sounded like? Go back.
Like something from Harry Potter, I know.
No. Spider-Man PS4.
Oh yeah. It still gives me like Sith.
It's a very
like
similar,
Star Wars epic sounding.
I wouldn't go so far as to say something with the same amount of energy as like Duel of the Fates, right?
No.
But something kind of like
similar. Sure.
I would say more akin to Battle of Heroes.
Oh, Battle of Heroes, yeah.
Goes up and down. Bum, 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 bum. So it kind of, I hear what you mean though.
Yeah, I don't remember that part being in. Oh shit.
Which part of the song is this side?
Chase change area.
Chase change area. When you're going after him, he runs.
He's screaming, yelling. He's so sad. But that's how you can really create emotions with strings, though. You know what I mean? They're like very like
Yep.
that harmony, like sadness, is there. So that's just very interesting. All right, Boyle.
If there's one thing that these two songs show, is how you can convey a lot of information and emotion about something through music. Like you get a lot of the monster's personality through the music, and this is something that you also experience throughout previous monsters in the series. I mean, Valstrax, right? Like Valstrax's theme goes so incredibly hard. You have monsters like Arc Tempered Velcana that have an amazing that sound beautiful, right? You have other monsters such as Fatalis that sound haunting. You have other songs like
Creepy,
Safi Jiva's. You have other songs like Safi Jiva's theme that
epic.
sounds like praying. They sounds like a prayer so that we don't all die. Like it
Isn't isn't
sounds
isn't isn't that
scary.
isn't that part of the song's name and title too? What's the title for that song?
I
For
don't remember.
it's like something Reign of the King or some shit like that.
No, no, I don't know. But yeah, like this is what I'm excited for, and it's to hear not even to just play the game, but it's also to hear all the new monsters' musics, all the monsters that have their own specific themes. I cannot wait to hear them.
Red
They're gonna be
Dragon.
awesome.
Red Dragon. The title of the song is called Red Dragon.
I
Interesting.
mean, he is the oh,
I'm good, bro. I'm so good.
yeah. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
I just remember him spinning in the sky and just going.
He's a simple He's a gentle, simple sailor. He's a gentle, simple
But
sailor.
that was
He's
like
a
that. Yeah,
gentle,
but that was
simple
that. Yeah, but
sailor.
to think about it, that was the most epic battle in that game,
To
and
that
even
point, yeah.
and even that is in no comparison to what Rey
To
Dau
fucking
and
Fatal.
Arkveld
No,
can do right now.
no, I don't agree.
Fatalis is
Safi G.
epic. Fatalis is epic, but the way
Well,
that this, we're talking
hold
about
on,
music composition, we're talking about music theme,
hold
we're
on,
talking about
hold on,
theory.
hold on, hold on. Have you listened to the full medley of Fatalis' theme from World?
Yes, very metallic. Very
Nah,
metal. Very
nah.
metal.
It sounds very scary and gothic, not metal.
Hard. All right, Pollo. Close it out for this one. Last thoughts.
I need these next few weeks to hurry up so that we get access to this game and understand everything there is to know about both the apex monsters of each region and Arkveld. Like I
17
just
more
the
days.
music, the music is like it gives me such a small fraction of the whole story. You know, it gives me an idea of where they're going with him, but I want to see it executed, and I hope it's executed well. But
17 more days.
all in all, you got not that long until then. Open beta two is open beta two is next weekend once again. So happy hunting.
God,
All I can say.
you're boring.